Okay, so we're going to be looking at prompt, pattern, and strategies for enterprise. So we're is a kind of the advanced aspect of prompting, and that's what the organization want to get from you. They need to use this advanced prompt to solve complex problems, streamline workflow, and make job faster than before. So this is what we are really here for, to understand all these advanced aspect of prompting. Because when you talk about prompt generally, whenever you are interacting with AI, you are prompting. But this is what makes us professionals, prompt engineers, and we are going to be seeing from here is when we'll start using tools for prompting, special tools, not just our normal chatbot or the one we're using with ChatGPT and Gemini. So let me share my notes. Yeah, so just like I said, is prompt, patterns, and strategies for enterprise. This is the advanced prompt engineering techniques and strategies used in real enterprise environments. It helps to design prompt workflow and structure workflow that structure, modular, and capable of handling complex multi-tasks for various professional roles. We say here multi-tasks. So what we are trying to get here is this is what they are doing, capable of using one prompt to solve complex problems. They need to be structured and they need to be modeled in a modular kind of breakdown. So this is the main thing we're trying to get here. Other prompts will be using, they can solve complex problem. You just generic output, that's what they'll be giving you. But you want something outstanding, you must apply this type of prompt design and pattern we are going to talk about this night. So let's look at the various prompt design patterns. We have the one we call tree of thought. Tree of thought, that is TOT. This tree of thought allow AI to explore multiple reasoning paths simultaneously before arriving at a decision. It's just like brainstorming several solutions before choosing the best one. That's what we call tree of thought. This tree of thought, let's see the use case here. It helps in strategic planning, ideation, creativeness, scenario analysis, and this is where diverse perspectives are needed to compare and contrast before making a recommendation or a solution decision. The example here, you look at this, the way this prompt is not one prompt. See here, generate 3 strategies for entering a new market. So in this scenario, the AI is going to come up with 3 different outputs. For each output, or for each prompt, assess benefits, assess risk, and assess resources needed. Then select and justify the best option. I don't know, some of you have done what we call brainstorming. When we are doing brainstorming, like mainly BAs, business analysts, when they are doing brainstorming, everybody is coming up with different ideas at the same time. We can be 3 BAs, can be 4 BAs. So they will sit down and brainstorm. Everybody will come up with different idea, and they will pull the idea together, and then we'll start refining the ideas. From there, we get the best idea. We just don't want to settle for one idea. So that's what we call brainstorming. That is one of the best way business analysts solve complex problems, through brainstorming. And it takes time for BAs to do a brainstorming. It's not something, it's not easy, because everybody needs to kind of different researching at the same time. That is what we call tree of thoughts. So in this tree of thoughts, you chain AI, you put AI into simultaneous tasks at the same time, just like the way humans are brainstorming. And this is what a lot of enterprise, that's the way they work. So this helps to mimic enterprise environment, how professionals work, more especially researchers, business analysts, consultants. That is what they do. And it's one of the best way to solve a problem using AI. So it's something that we need to understand how to do it. So why this matter? It encourages deliberate thinking, better decision making, and reduce over-reliance on a single suggestion. If you go to any organization, those who are looking for prompt engineers, they might be trying to understand how to create this tree of thoughts. It's something that we need to know how to do it. Another aspect is what we call react. Reasoning plus acting. You see all these prompt patterns. This is the best way to get the best out of all these AIs. But no AI can solve a problem for you this way unless you engage the AI through this way. That's why we need to learn how to get the best out of it. You might be thinking that, yes, you can always do it, but you don't know you are scratching it. When you, for instance, this tree of thoughts, you can simultaneously ask AI, send AI on a simultaneously, so get up to five solutions at the same time, and out of that 5 solutions, they will reconcile those 5 solutions. By the time they are reconciling it, you find out that they are going to come up with a solution that nobody can replicate. And there is no way AI can do that without you telling AI to do this. AI cannot do that unless you engage AI that way, through this tree of thoughts. So, and react, reasoning plus acting. AI alternates between reasoning and action taking, such as querying a database, pulling a file, and summarizing the results to solve complex problems. The AI is reasoning at the same time, and as it's reasoning, it's taking action at the same time. So it's perfect for agent AI, data pipelines, research assistance, or workflow automation that involves both thoughts and tool use. So this is the way you can equally engage AI at the same time is reasoning, is solving. So kind of chain reaction. These are ways we can get things done better in the enterprise environment. Example of this React is, let's look at this example. Step by step, analyze this data table, extract revenue trend by month, comma, write a summary, and recommend next step. So if you are a data analyst, you will say, wow, so I've been killing myself. So this is what you see, this activity you see here. I've just stated it takes a data analyst up to 3 days to do this work. After querying a table, extracting the trend by months, then you have to come and write a summary and then make recommendation. This was some of the data analysts even do in more than within 1 week. They cannot even finish this in 1 week, depending on the size of the data sets they are analyzing. But no matter the size of the data sets, if you engage AI to do this job, AI is going to do this job within a very short period of time and even do it better than a data analyst. But AI cannot, no matter how you query AI, and you do not query AI or engage AI in this way, in this reasoning and acting, you cannot solve that kind of problem the way it is. And you see here is chaining. You see here we chain all this. All this chaining is by a step by step, analyze the data table. Then you say extract the trend by month. Then you chain, these are small prompts. Then you chain it again, then write a summary and make recommendation. This is what we call workflow automation in action. You automated this action sequentially. You just do that, you just relax and work AI to do the job. But if you don't know how to use this reasoning and acting, all you need to do is, if you want to use AI, then first you say step by step, analyze this data table. You start waiting. When the AI finish analyzing the data table, whatever the outcome of the analysis, then you say extract the revenue trend by month you wait. As you are waiting, you can equally refine it. Then you come back again, you say, write a summary table. These are the third tasks you are doing on this data. After then, you say, okay, recommend the next step. Those who are into data analysis will understand this problem. But even if you are not into data analysis, you see the sequence of these activities. And these are some of the things we are going to be trying to understand how we can create a template. Prompt template, we can use this, all these data analysis, instead of spending 1 week in doing this kind of activity, they can actually do their job in 1 day. Why this matter? This mimic how humans work in work environment. Exactly, this is the way we work, how we work at workplace. So, this you are seeing can become an agent. If a company have this react as an agent, where activities up to 4 tasks can be chained and they can be done, then you see that companies will not want to go hire. If they need to hire 5 data analysts, all they need to do is they will hire 1 data analyst and then hire AI prompt engineer, 1 or 2 AI prompt engineer, because even the AI prompt engineer is now more important than even all the data analyst, because you as a data analyst, you can't see what, because AI as an agent can do the work faster, better than you. But nobody can engage AI to do that job except prompt engineer who understand these tricks and this rule, this pattern. You must follow this pattern before you can handle some of these repetitive activities or this workflow. You chain it together. So we mimic how AI mimic how human work, thinking, doing, re-evaluating, allowing the model to interact with tools and external source dynamically. If you look at, if you are following the trend, you find out there is, the AI is creating massive businesses. Massive businesses, which is something everybody needs to pay attention. Because you see, just automation in a special area, a special environment, you create an agent. Agent can automate, let's say, within business analysis or data analysis, you create a special agent that can do all this work. This is a business. This is what is happening now. For those who have the eyes, it's a full-blown startup business. A full-blown startup business. Just to develop one agent. You don't even need large language model. They will be leveraging the existing large language model. So what it means that AI is, people are complaining that AI is not even taking jobs. AI is mass producing jobs through agents, through AI agents. And all these complex tasks like this complex AI reasoning, this is how you can use it to create an agent. And those who do not have that knowledge, everybody is now using the agent. I did a research in the market and find out that if you see the amount of agents, those who really understand how this AI is working, they are really making money now. And all these agents, they will create different agents. One agent will be doing this, one agent will be doing it based on your area of specialization. If you are in healthcare, for instance, you are a nurse, or some of the people, or healthcare, most of the healthcare, or even care, whatever, they will create a special agent for you. You find out that you have no option than to subscribe and start using that agent to do your work on daily basis. It makes your life easy. And all these are prompt engineering. AI agent is 100% prompt engineering. And that is what we are doing here. You check the amount of time you have spent, and if you are going to the main, like ChatGPT, you are going to be getting kind of generic solutions, which you might not want. So this agent crafts prompts that will get you something outstanding, something different from what ordinary AI can get from you. And you can use it and do your work and be proud of the work, the output of your work. And people will be ready to subscribe. People will be ready to buy your, people will be ready to download your agents. I saw some people promoting Humanizer. They said ChatGPT is a generic. If you do that, you did that. That's if you query ChatGPT, make sure you don't use the work like that. Go and paste it in Humanizer, AI Humanizer. AI Humanizer will make it. The point I'm making here is that what is Humanizer? Can anybody tell me what AI Humanizer is?
It makes sound like more human.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is not too generic.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like generated by AI. It sounds like a human.
Okay. Okay, that's good, Shannon. Chidema, what is Humanizer? Have you used it before?
Yes, I use AI Humanizer, and what it does is that in the text you've written, it takes some words that are specifically words that AI uses, and then changes it to what a normal human being would use. For example, maybe an AI will use a word like uh, let's say specifically, or no, let's say emphatically, and then if you change it to something like specifically, something that general a normal human being would say, aside if the person doesn't want to use, permit me to say, big grammar, so to say.
Okay.
That's what it does.
Okay, that's good. Josie, what do you have to say about Humanizer?
Good day, Mr. Charles. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
For me, it's just simply an AI agent. I've not used it before, but it's just an AI agent. That's my answer.
That is what I'm trying to hear. Humanizer is a prompt engineered. It's me and you that is created this Humanizer. Humanizer is still an AI. So if you are running, you don't want to use AI, and you are running to AI. Is Humanizer not AI? Humanizer is AI. But what makes Humanizer, everybody now want to use Humanizer because you don't want your work to look generic. That is the point I'm making. You don't want your work to look generic. You want to go and use Humanizer. That Humanizer you are using, the only difference is that there is a prompt engineered. We created a prompt. Just somebody like you, a prompt engineer that created that humanizer, you created a prompt that tell AI to use, remove roboticness on the output. And that's it. If you are a good prompt engineer, if you want to use ChatGPT, which they say that is produces, if you use good prompt, the output you are going to get from ChatGPT is going to be 100% better than that humanizer you are running to. Because everything, what changes the narrative is prompt. Is what you ask AI to do, is what AI is going to do. The way you tweak it, that is the way it's going to be. It's just like a baker. You have flour. The way you tweak, if you want the bread to do head like this, that is what it's going to do. Anywhere you mold, the way you molded AI output, that is where AI is 100% flexible. The way you tweak it, that's way. So that's humanizer you are looking at. Some of these humanizer, if you go to workplace, if you know how many people that have patronized, there are different humanizer now. If you see the amount of people that are patronizing them, even signing up for their premium version, because they are doing a good job. I'm not trying to condemn, but the point I'm trying to make is that humanizer is AI. The difference between ChatGPT and that humanizer is that it has a special prompt. And that is what we are going to be doing. So if you create an agent and embedded a prompt, a special prompt on that agent, that is the way that agent will start behaving. You can call that agent a lawyer. And that agent, the way you create a prompt that controls that agent will reason more than a lawyer. The agent will write a legal report that no lawyer, the most intelligent lawyer can never write it. And it's not going to look robotic. It's going to look 100% professional. If you call AI agent a research assistant, if that AI writes a research report for you, you will run away. It depends on the kind of prompt you put there. You see, now in the university, they are querying students, don't use AI, don't use AI. Who tell you that they will always use AI? And some of them, they are going to navigate. If you tell AI, I want you to create a prompt. If you create a prompt that tell AI to navigate, turn it in. That's what they are using. All this plagiarism software they use to detect those who are using plagiarism. Those softwares are AI as well. I don't know if you know it. They are AIs. Their job through prompt is to detect robotic or copied content that are not original, that have been used before. They are searching their content, they are matching your content across web to see if that content it has been used before by any other person. The only way you can do that, you can condition AI to make sure that before it brings out any output, it has to cross-check, refine it, make sure that it is 100% original. It can do it. It's all about prompting, advanced prompting. And that kind of prompt, if you design that kind of prompt, that can navigate any kind of plagiarism software. Throw it into the university environment. In this UK alone, you are going within 1 year, you are going to become a millionaire because every student will want to patronize it. That is the point I'm making, that AI is creating opportunities. It's not taking opportunities. That is agent. Agent is 100% business. 100% business. So what I'm saying is that this AI has the capacity to mass produce startups, AI startups. For those who knows what this AI is all about. Well, let's continue. Then we look at iterative prompting. This is a looped pattern where the AI is asked to improve, refine, or expand output across multiple versions. This is similar to an editorial process. Use case: useful in creative writing, marketing content, policy drafting, or software documentation, where quality improves with version. Most cases, when we create version 1, version 2, version 3, up to version 4, if you look at it, you see the improvement from one version to another version. So what he's saying is that you can condition AI to first get the first output, refine the first output. It's not bringing that first output. It refines it, it expands it before it brings it out. So by the time AI is delivering the final output for you, it must have gone through like 2 different or 3 different versions, refined within the AI system, within the large language model, before bringing it out. So by the time you bring in that final version out, it must have gone through several refinements within the hood. And once it comes out, it becomes like a good. Example: write a social media ad for this product. Now it's going to write the social media within the hood, within the large language model. It's not writing it and bringing it out to you. After writing it within the hood, you say, make it punchier. That is, make it stronger. It then refine that social media ad, make it punchier again. Then you say, now, revise again with a more persuasive call to action. Have you seen you've refined this social media twice or even 3 times before bringing it out? If you tell AI to write a social media ad for my product, I can say cashless, contactless pay for India, or contactless pay for Africa. This is my product. I'll just say, write a social media ad for a contactless pay, tap to pay. It will write it and bring it, and it's going to be good, very good. But if you say, write it, then make it punchier. Instead of delivering that first one, it now makes it punchier. Instead of bringing out the punchier one, now it revises it again and make it persuasive, and then add call to action to it. This is kind of prompt, this kind of engineered prompt. It might look so easy or so simple, but no AI can do it unless you get AI to do it that way. Why it matters? It helps in AI outputs when the result isn't perfect, enabling progressive quality improvement without starting over. So you've conditioned it to refine the work like 2 times, 3 times before bringing it out. There's no way you can refine it itself before bringing it out, and it's going to bring out a watery, it can't bring out watery output for you. Now it's saving time, it's saving a lot of things for you. That is what we call iterative prompting. These are all advanced aspects of prompting. We use all of them at enterprise environment, all of them at workplace. All these things are workplace-based AI. And all these, they can be tweaked and become an agent. You guys know that I like startups, I like opportunities. Anything I see, I want to say, how can we make something out of this? How can we create a business out of it? So that's why I'm saying it. I'm not saying it just as a prompt engineer but I'm saying it from another angle, which is business aspect of it, where you can even create a business, not just creating a job. You create a business for you, start leaking oil from that angle. So now we have this one is called self-ask chain. Is AI generated? When AI generates and answers some question that collaboratively solve a larger problem. It's essentially a self-directed breakdown of complex tasks. The use case idea, this is ideal for research-heavy queries, multi-dimensional analysis, or planning where layered knowledge is required. So you break things down as well. For example, what are the best tools for remote development team? First, what challenges do remote team face? Second, what are top rated tools for communication, coding, and collaboration? Third, which of these tools are budget friendly? Now, you've conditioned AI, you've given AI a very clean path to follow. You do not just ask this question and just go away. But now, you've given them a direction. They are now going to answer this question in a very directed manner. You've guided, giving them a very clear path. If you do not give them this path, the AI might just start from talking about the budget friendly before talking about challenges. But now you've conditioned them how you want them. So that is it. Layer them, giving them a path step by step. This is how you want it. And it's very good for complex tasks. It matters because it promotes depth of understanding, avoid shallow response, and teaches the AI to reason more like a human researcher. So this is a proper guide. You do not just, so many of us who are not engineers, prompt engineers, I'm sure if all of us who are here, before joining this class, you don't know about any prompt engineering. If you want to approach AI with this question, what are the best tools for my remote? If you be able to craft this question like this, you are happy. And your AI will be very happy to respond to you in this manner. It's not going to say no, self-ask me, or chain of thought me. It's not going to, it's so. You feel that, yes, this is the way you want it. Well, I'm happy to respond this manner. I'm serving you the way you want me to serve you. So, these patterns are foundational in enterprise prompting engineering. So if you, when you are getting into enterprise or want to use AI to solve problem within the workplace, this is the foundation. You must know all this before you can do anything. That is the foundation. Enabling the team to design smarter, more adaptable AI workflow for business, tech, marketing, and more. So this is our pattern called prompt pattern. Have this prompt pattern is important, is the foundation. I've captured 4 patterns that is very, very explosive. Now, other thing we are going to look at is managing context and memory. Managing context and memory. AI have limitations, if you don't know. It's got limitations. But so many of us are treating AI like a demigod that can do anything. Yes, it can do a lot, but it can't do everything. But when you pad AI very well, it will do better. Even all this, you see all this prompt pattern, you see there is no padding here. You just query AI, but you change, you tweak, you kind of bring sequencing, break activities down. You've not added any activity. So all the answers, all the outputs, all the results AI is giving to you through this prompt pattern is 100% coming from AI, large language model, based on the way they are trained. They are not bringing anything based on any additional memory. But when you come to context and memory, when we started, I talked about this memory, embedded memory, but we just scratched it. So, because of the context limitation, we have to embed memories, meaning they can't remember everything at once. To overcome this, we apply strategies like chunking, refeeding, embedding to help AI retain relevance across tasks for long inputs. So, as we are using AI, more especially if you are working within an environment, context, within a background knowledge, within a domain, we must have a lot of domain information we will keep feeding AI to help AI perform better. It's just like you refueling your car to go further. So you have to refeed AI. I've used AI, you say it asks you to upload again. I've lost track. AI does that. Depending on the kind of complex complex methodology you're applying on AI. So you must have a way of refeeding them. Even if you embed some memories, at some time it will want you to upload, if you maybe upload something back so that you can use it. It can lose track of even the embedded memory you've embedded. So you must learn how to embed and keep refeeding when there is need to refeed. Let's start from chunking. Chunking is breaking down large or complex inputs. Example, documents, data sets, or transcripts into manageable segments. So the model can understand each part effectively before producing an overall response. Okay. If you remember when I was creating just a CV, first, you can break down CVs. You see the CV, under CV will have professional summary, we'll have technical competence, and we'll have work experience. If you want the best out of the best, don't just upload your CV to the AI, or attach your CV and tell AI reproduce this CV in a very smarter way, or this. Any way you want to prompt it, good. But the point I'm making that if you want a better result, first, give them this professional summary. Pay them to tweak the professional summary. Then feed them again with the competence. Then you already have a CV, but you want a better CV. From that, your CV, be cutting it part by part and be feeding AI. Don't just upload everything, pass by pass. After that, you cut your work experience. Even if you have up to 3 work experience, you might decide to be giving them one by one. When you work with Zikora AI, you give it. When you are working with Gemini, you give it. You get another job with OpenAI, you have 3 work experience in AI, even the one you are building agents and the rest of them. Don't just push everything once. Give them all these same small bites, but they will be producing report. They will be producing. By the time they finish, then you can tell them, compile it. After compiling it, then they will start picking it from, they know where each of the parts, they know where they left them. They will go and pick all the parts, put it together, then other parts, they can equally refine it again, the final one, and you get a very solid CV. You see the amount of time you take to produce this work. So if you are looking for to produce exceptional work and trying to help AI to bring out the best, this is the way you do it. Don't just embed, but break down your memories and be refeeding them. That's what we mean here. So, you see, use case when working with large research article, meeting transcript, customer service log or PDF. Chunking ensure nothing important is skipped. Chunking, break them down into smaller pieces and fed them. Yeah. Summarize each paragraph. Example, summarize each paragraph of the meeting, then generate full summary with key action points. So that's it. Even if, for instance, you want to use upload everything, like you upload the whole CV, then you can use a prompt to chunk it. What do I mean you can use a prompt to chunk it? If you look at this, say you've uploaded a full research article. A research article that might be like 3 pages or 4 pages. You can use prompts to break them down, tell them to summarize every paragraph. And but for me, the best, because if it is a big work, it might start not giving the best while summarizing. Is for me, it's always the best to break them down, like you see the way I was doing the CV. Cut them and feed them, refeeding. So, but chunking, this way you can use chunking to do that. It will be better than you tell AI, summarize this long article. Summarize this article is different from summarize each paragraph of this article. While summarizing the whole article, a lot of important information are going to be missing. You might not get everything that's requested, you needed to deliver. Maybe it's in a meeting, you want to do presentation. It's going to cut off a lot of things for you. You want to do it. But now if you summarize it paragraph by paragraph, even if the paragraph is decided to summarize paragraph with a sentence, it makes sure that it does not skip anything from every paragraph. But if you just say summarize, it might just cut some paragraph out. It might not even talk about some paragraph because it's summarizing the article. So this is where chunking comes in. And why this chunking matters?
I did.
Models struggle with long input. Chunking allow you to process content incrementally and accurately.
Who? Me? Oh.
Amakeze, you are in a class, you know.
See, who is telling you that? It's not true.
You guys can see students, they are just enjoying our class. All right. Then we'll have refeeding. Taking the output from one prompt and using it to input to follow up, preserving continuity and cross multi-step tasks. So refeeding is a very good way of prompt chaining, which we are going to be one of the biggest things we are going to achieve during this prompt engineering. Yeah. prompt chaining. So this is where the prompt chaining starts, how to chain your prompt. So in this use case, it's useful for multiple workflow, creative writing, step-by-step logic, like turning insights into plan or drafts into final products. So this is very good, and this is where you can start using AI for what we called automation. This refeeding, that is just another way, another name for this refeeding is what we call automation. Automated prompts. Example here, generate 5 blog headlines. Select best one. Refeed. Now expand it into 5 words, 5-word posts. You see, from the output, you commit it back. You keep committing it back with a different query till the final output comes out. Generate 5 blog headlines. Out of the 5 blog headline, now you tell AI to rate the best out of this blog, out of the list of the blog's headlines. You want to select the best, and then one of the 5 will then be used, the best one be used to create a post. And that post is going to be a 500 words post. This is a pure case of automation. We've automated it. Do this, do this, do that. Why it matters? This build memory-like continuity, enabling prompt sequence. Sequence is that's how we do automation. Sequence. Prompt sequence. Enabling prompt sequence to act like conversation or workflow. So this is just a workflow activity, refeeding. Then we'll have embedded memory. So this embedded memory is to transform text or data into a numerical vector representation, embedding that preserves semantic meaning, enabling AI to understand contents, similarity, and relevance. So, example here, critical or use case though, is critical for semantic research, retrieval, augmented generation, documents, question and answer system, and AI memory. So all these long grammar here is about boosting the memory of the AI to remember more so that it can do a better work. In this case, whatever AI is trained on that subject is going to use the one you embed on them, which will be even the main information or the main data set to do the work. For instance, if you want to analyze a report, from your company, you then have to find out whichever reports document already and feed AI and let AI do the work based on whatever you've embedded on them. You can embed sales data set on AI, and AI will be working based on that sales data set. So that is embedded memory. You need to add data so that they can leverage on that to do the work.
The one of it 100.
So we have this kind of tools for embedded memories. This Amma case, I'm going to tell all of you, this lady is intentionally disturbing the class. She knows what she's doing. She's seeking for attention. And I'm not going to give her that attention. I'll just remove her. Okay. We have tools and AI and APIs. So during this embedding, you can equally use API to embed memory. You can connect your API to your data source, where AI will be getting information on whatever they want to do. So, and all this will have, like this is what is most companies are doing now. They connect AI to their database, and then AI will be working through their database through APIs. Like now you see this, I'm going to give you an example of advanced embedded memory. Yeah, you see this my lesson notes I'm using now. This my lesson notes is embedded on this Gemini. You see this Gemini is embedded through here. Gemini can work on this my data set here. It's already embedded. It's advanced embedded, and this is done through API. And if I want to do any work here, I want to summarize this. I've highlighted this. You see here. Can you see what I'm highlighting? Can you see what I'm pointing here? Can any of you see what I'm pointing?
Yes, sir.
You see, I've highlighted this text here. And now AI is now, you see, this is AI. AI is now telling me, should I refine? So it can refine this work and give it, if I just want to refine, just say refine, or I'll just, so this is embeddedness. So Gemini is not here, but this is API. This particular product or software now, they are sharing information with Gemini through API. So I don't need to take my documents to Gemini in order to work on this document. All I need to do is do my work here because of through this API. And that is what so many companies have been working so hard in doing. Every organization are getting this embeddedness in their environments. Yeah, every organization, they are doing an embedded. Even this our new portal, which we've been building, we've been doing, has embeddedness as well. If you come here, if you see every organization are doing embedded, yeah. So I want to show you something. You see here. So this is our course portal, and we are building a new course portal. We're expanding, and we want to embed AI into what we are doing. And this is it. What you are seeing here is, you see here, once I get this API, you see, secret, I put it here. This is secret key, this API. This is open source API. Once I put it here and save it, that's it. Our whole environment will be AI optimized. We can use AI to do any kind of work we want to do here. And this is what a lot of other organizations are doing. That is another word of embedded memories. So with all the tools we have here, even our lesson notes and a lot of things we'll be doing, even creating a note, and everything here is embedded, and that's it. So the point here is, yeah, we're in that stage that AI is everything. We are not the first person to sync our system with AI. Even see this product. If you go to Microsoft, almost all the Microsoft applications are synced with AI. That is through this tool. So as OpenAI text embedding ADA 002 is a tool. Then we have LangChain. That's language chain plus Pinecone /FAISS for vector storage. Then we'll have Google Gemini plus Vertex AI embedding. We're already seeing Google Gemini embeddedness here. You can see it here. And through API, and equally, I showed you our new course portal we are building, and this is it. You saw OpenAI, the embeddedness. So that is it. So, example, store a company policy document as embedding. User asks, what's our travel expense rule? AI will then retrieve the most relevant part of answer. So that's why, like, once this is embedded, instead of what they are trying to do here is they are trying to kill SQL. You know what SQL means? Some of us do have a data analyst. How many data analysts do we have here? We have data analysts here. They are trying to use this to kill SQL, meaning that you don't need, once this you see this, even if it's a data, let's see here. Yeah, this, something like this. Yeah. You can then analyze this with AI. That's the point here. This is, you see it here, you see, you can use AI here to analyze this table. You can use AI to analyze this table, and that's it. Simple. You can use AI to analyze a table, create what they call it, this pivot tables, create charts. All these complex activities, we don't need it again. They are going to make a lot of things, simplify it for us. Just like that table, you see that table, this table I just opened now, you see that this Google Gemini is sitting on that particular table. Anything I want to do with that table, any kind of graph, any kind of chart, any kind of pivot table, any kind of cleaning it, no matter how I want to clean that table, I will use AI to clean that table. You know, that's what we call embeddedness. So you embed information and then you use AI to retrieve, to work on the table. If I tell AI, give me the cells, the highest selling region within Nigeria on that table, I don't need to start doing my conventional data analysis. AI will automatically analyze and bring out the report for me. And that's it. If my AI is embedded into my database, all I need to do is query, ask question, and AI will get down to the database, get the information I'm looking, give it to me the way I want it, within the speed of light, and everything will be, not me trying to write SQL, crafting SQL. No, you don't. We've passed that stage. We're in a new era. A lot of things are going to change. So that is it. You see here, store company policy document as embedding. Then ask, what is our, now you can see you are now started querying this document that is embedded, company policy document that is embedded. Now you're asking a question on this embedded memory, what's our travel expense rule? And AI will answer you. And that's it. Why it matters? Embedding are the foundation for memory and knowledge retrieval, allowing AI to access external data beyond prompt limits. You know, that is it. As I'm here now, this is my professional environment. I'm working professionally. Just like somebody who will be in Harvard University, somebody who will be in the University of Nigeria, somebody who will be in the University of Lagos, University of Ghana, Cape Town, Cambridge, just the way I'm working. That is where all of them are working with their document, and you see AI sitting on top of the documents they are using, and it will be happening. So many of them, so many people might not understand what they have until you start teaching them. So many of us who are prompt engineers, company is equally going to hire you to teach, to educate people on how to use AI at workplace, because a lot of things A lot of these companies, they are selling, Google, they own this. So they want to make sure that they go beyond, they can go any length to push this AI down our throats. You must take it by fire, by force. As Google is pushing this one down our throats, if you go to all the Google enterprise application, Google is selling them through, that is it. You must take it, whether you like it or see the AI by fire, by force. You must take it. You see this tool again? I've shown you 3 different tools I'm using, and all of them have embedded memory. AI is embedded in all of them. I'm showing you another one. You look at this, I'm teaching you guys, and you look at this, you see AI, I can point in it here. AI is embedded in this. You see AI is taking my notes. You see all the notes AI is taking here. You see here. Charles Ugu introduced the topic of prompt pattern and strategy for enterprise, emphasizing that this advanced aspect of prompting is crucial for organization to solve complex problems. So that is what is called embeddedness. They have embedded AI on top of my voice. Can you understand what I mean? That is embedded memory on top of my voice. My voice is a data. That is voice data. That is audio data. We have different types of data. We have text. We have video. We have audio. So it's no longer go and transcribe this voice. Is as I'm talking, AI is taking a note. This is not transcribing, it's note taking. Transcription, can you tell me the difference between transcription and note taking? I want somebody to answer this question.
Sorry, come again.
Transcription and note taking. Okay, what AI is doing here is AI is transcribing. One is transcribing every word the way it comes out of my mind, it captures it. That is raw data. That is transcription. But the notes he's taking for me is using expert knowledge to take this note, a refined note. That is what he's taking. It's not everything I say. If I crack a joke, AI will bypass my joke. Are you getting the point I'm making?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do. It will bypass my note. It's not transcribing. Transcribing is verbatim. If I say ha, AI will say ha. It will capture that ha. But is he taking this note for me? If I say ha, he's not going to say ha. He's not, I'm playing around. And when I finish playing, he's following the topic. Anything that is not related within the topic, he knows when I'm playing around and when I'm back on track. If you want, after this, I can send a note, a note of this, so you see it, how it arranges these notes, that me, myself, cannot write this kind of note for myself. So that is it. The point here is this embeddedness has gone too deep. So what we are doing here is embeddedness onto our data sets so that AI can, get information from our data set. Our voice is a data set. So it's retrieving information from this my voice our notes, everything. And that's it. So what it's doing is not going to large language model to get information from there. It's just using its natural machine learning capacity. At this point, it's called machine learning capacity to translate my voice. And that's it. So what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to look at modular prompting for multi-passing. Yeah. So how can we do it tonight? Let's just finish it tonight. I'm going to be very fast. So what is modular prompting? Modular prompt building for multitask workflow. Instead of writing one big complex prompt, you break down a task into small manageable steps and create individual prompts for each. This modular prompt can be reused, refined, and combined as needed, like just software functions. So we break things. We have been talking about it, but this time we have to practicalize it here. And this is where we start our chaining of prompts. You see, modular, breaking work down, enterprise workflow. This is an enterprise workflow. We break it down and we chain them. So you see here, let's take a real business case. Performance report generation and break down into modular stages. So you see here, the first thing here is data ingestion. Under data ingestion, you create a prompt. You say, extract sales data from the following Excel summary or pasted content. You know, that is number one. This is a prompt. You come here, you see information extraction. You see, I create another prompt. List top performing products, region, and sales rep from this data set. You come again, decision making. Based on this sales trend, what action should the regional manager take? And then you come again, report generation. You create another prompt. Generate executive reports in formal tone with recommendation. These are 4 prompts, and this is pure activity of everyday data analyst. This is what that is what we do every day in the office. Everything they do in the office is this is what they do all the time, all the data analysts. Now, with this, all you need to do is you come here, you chain this first prompt with the second and the third, and that's it. Within a short time, it's going to analyze the data set and give you a report. So the benefits here is reusable template. This is where we have to start learning how to create a reusable template. And some of these agents I've been talking about, agents. this is how you can, a very smart guy, intelligent AI engineer, will create a business out of this. You build an agent and call it data analysta. You can call it that name, data analysta. And everybody, all the data analysts will start scrambling to buy it, you know? And before you know it, bam, you become a billionaire as well. So, you know, this aspect of MBA class is not part of you guys paid me. You just paid me for prompt engineering, and I'm teaching you another bit. I'm giving you business ideas. So you have to, you guys need to pay extra money here. I'm equally giving you a business name. We can call it. I know some of you start data analysta. You see the name sounds so AI, and people will start downloading it. All the data analysts, because you see the AI will help them extract the data sets. AI will help them to list, do the analysis, do the decision making, and generate reports. And they will be collecting £500 every day while the AI is doing the whole work for them. This is what people are doing. This thing I've listed down here. This is what people are doing here in London, and they are collecting £500 every day as data analysts, top dogs. You know, AI can do this in few minutes. AI will do it. But if you don't know how to use AI, you can't do it. That is the simple truth. If you don't change this very well the way it is, it's not going to give you this kind of quality and professional report. You can't get it, cannot analyze it and do it for you. So, yeah, so that is how we are going to start with this. Our modular prompting is summarizing everything we have been doing in a very more advanced, scalable way, where you can even be converted not just as a way of, but as a business. So reusability, all these templates you are seeing here, it can be resold, reused. So what you are going to be doing is creating reusable templates. So a data analyst, if you create this one and the data analyst lay their hand, their work is finished. Anytime, it's just like running a script. Anytime they will have it, they will just apply it, and that's it. You know, if you go to all the organization, go to departments. If you go to sales department, you go to marketing department, there is what we call workflow. Find out their workflow and create a reusable template for them within that their workflow. You've done magic for them. So, and then debugging. It will be easier to debug. So instead of you trying to, if you want to debug, instead of you trying to come and debug the whole prompt, you can say, I think this is where you have problem. You come and debug only number 1. You can come and debug number 3. So it's easier for you to debug. Debugging is trying to troubleshoot where there is error. So easier to troubleshoot specific stage of the output or quality when the quality drops. Scalability. Team can customize or extend prompt without rewriting the entire workflow. So you see this is just for workflow here. You know, I can extend it to up to even 10 workflow here. I can keep adding more. And that's it. So this is where we are going to start looking at this from as professionals. And collaboration, different team members like project managers, business analysts, writers can own different prompt models. So, yeah. And another example here, This is customer service automation. So you can see, you can create another agent. All this automation like this is now an agent, one single agent. If it becomes so powerful, that's it. So you see, ingest chat log. You see, that is step one. You create a modular prompt here. The first is summarize the following charts in 5 bullet points. Extract issue. List key customer complaint from the summary. 3, suggest fixes. As a quality assurance analyst, suggest improvements for each complaint. And then draft email. Write a response email addressing the issue in a friendly tone. And that is it. That is customer service. You that is working at the customer service, the customers have been bombarding you, you're scratching your head to answer one query, this. Either customer service or IT support, any of them, you can use this. This is a very big relief. If you give this to a customer service agent, package it very well, you don't know what you've done to that customer service personnel. Because you see, at times they will have a lot of workload. They will answer this customer, they will do this, they will jump to another customer, they will triage, they will do. But with this, you see all this from 1 to 4. You chain all of them, apply it, and that's it. So when the AI summarizes, AI will list, AI will suggest improvement, and AI will send an email. You are not making any input. AI does everything. That is it. Just like AI can search job markets, get the kind of job you are looking for, the one that most suits you, craft your CV, and send the job application for you. Don't you know that it's possible? All you do is you wait for interview. You will have come to that stage that you don't need to do. All you need is prompting. Package it, create an automated flow, and AI will search for job for you, do everything, and navigate. Even as the AI is applying for the job, AI will create a CV that will bypass another AI waiting on the way, because it will have another AI that is stopping us from getting a job. We call it ATR, Application Tracking System. Most of all these jobs we are applying and saying, I've sent 100, apply for 100 jobs, I'm not getting any. AI is blocking you. So it takes a smart AI to outsmart a AI. So the only way you can do that outsmarting is through prompt engineering. Okay. So this is a modular prompt. And you see, it will create it one by one, and after creating it one by one, we chain all of them. This is automation. Chaining all this is what we call automation. AI automation. Yeah. So tomorrow we are going to be talking about, we've seen how we see all these ones, we've created all of them here, but we have not chained them. Once you chain them, it becomes automation, AI automation. All you need to do is you have automated it. Find a software engineer to create an interface, a front end for you. Is it a mobile application? You give it your name. You've created your first business, a powerful business for that matter. So, but that is another topic, how to make this to become a business. So if you are interested, you consult me. So thank you for every attention. I think I've come to the end of this tonight's class. So tomorrow we are going to see this kind. We've created so many modular prompts here. We'll see the first one and the second one, but it's not chained. So we can't start chaining them. This, you see all of them here. This is the first one. 1, 2, 3. These are modular prompts. 4 of them. We'll come again. We'll create another modular prompt. This is an agent for you. Number 1 agent is customer service agent. You can call it, is an automation. You call it customer service agent. You've created 1 agent. You come here. This is data. Like this is for data analysis. Yeah, and call it yeah, for data analysis. See it here. So you've created a data analyst agent and a customer service agent. These are 2 agents you've created here. And if you know what they are paying those who are doing this automation, conventional automation, they pay them a lot of good money. Paying them good money. And now I've written, but yeah. So tomorrow we'll talk about chaining, and we don't have time, so I don't want to dive into that. I will have tomorrow, we'll do that. Yeah. So if you have questions, you want me to respond, yeah, can Obinna John, Emetuo, yeah.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The question, yeah, I've been having is that we have so many technical words when it comes to this AI learning. In fact, as I was going through my notes, and that's my last note. So I came across so many words, and like temperature, max tokens, stoppy, frequency penalty, and so on and so forth. And today, embedding. So what my question is do we have a kind of a practical section?
Yeah, we are going to see all those things. We're going to do practical. Yeah, so that's why once we see here, we'll see prompt chaining and tools. So we're going to learn how to chain prompts using these tools. So like LangChain and Flowise, we're going to use them to chain prompts, create agents in real life. So you are going to learn how to do that. And when you are going to see, by the time you are going to start creating it, you see that all these agents, they have what we call temperatures. You see their temperature, you set them. That's how you refine them, how you want them to behave. You know, these are the things. So that's all these technical jargons. Here you have to learn them. Every topic or every career set or every career path, they have their own different technicalities or technical jargons. So yeah, so all those things, whichever technical jargon you meet, you can research about it. And like we say, embedding. Embedding, I've been explaining what embedding is. If you do not understand it for me as well, you can equally browse AI, browse internet to understand embedding. So all we'll be talking here is how to embed, how like modular here. I said modular is breaking them down into different stages. If you do not understand, you can equally, you must do, this is a big career, this thing. You don't just have to wait every time for. So when you meet some of these things, that's why I have dictionaries. When we see big terms, we go consult, we read, we ask, try to know more. I'm happy you are reading your notes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, soon we're going to start the practicals.
Yeah, I promised us this from day one. So I said we are going to do that from day one. There's never time. Yeah. So Don.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
And thank you for today's class. My question is, in this prompting, I observed, like you earlier said, we are using natural language. What role does punctuations of the natural language play in prompting? Things like full stop, commas, semicolons. Question one.
It doesn't play any role. The way you use your natural language at everyday life, that is the way you use prompting. There's no difference. It's just that you ask complex question. You ask AI, that is prompted complex question. You don't ask AI simple question. Prompting is a complex question. You are asking AI a complex question. And that a complex question that while you're asking a complex question, does not change that full stop is a full stop. Full stop will always remain full stop in natural language. Question mark will always remain question mark. It doesn't play, it's natural language. It does not change in any way. So every function, every role semicolon plays, it continues to play that, you know. Full stop, if you put full stop, you continue to, even if you don't put it, AI will remember some of these things. It's not like a normal code, like if you, like this, you see this, this one here, I say, for example here, you see, I use this full stop here. If I remove this full stop, it's not going to change anything.
Okay.
If I remove this semicolon or whatever, it's not going to change anything. This thing here, like this, like this, like this, you see the same thing. AI will still do this. So whether you put on, but it's still better to the normal way you write it. Yeah, so. But if you don't put it, AI will still understand what you said here because it's still natural language. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's not like programming language. In programming language, if I remove like this, I've cleaned all this punctuation here, it's not going to work. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So this prompting, natural language is not sensitive. If I want this tone here, I can say tone. It's still the same thing. It's not gonna say because it's now a capital letter. You're still going to remember that this is a tone. So it doesn't change. It's not programming language, and it's not that is the main reason why AI is a game changer, because before non-tech people, you don't come around tech environment because it's not easy. You have to even go and learn all the basics like SQL, programming, basic programming language before you can even come into tech environment. But this is trying to take away the complexities. The AI have come to take away complexities at workplace. Whether you are programmer or whether you are whichever role, anything complexity, everything difficulty. So they want to give man, elongate our life pattern, our life. If you are living 70 years, I think if you understand AI very well, we are going to be living 90 years now. Because most of this hard work we do, try to kill ourselves, AI will take it away so that we will just be relaxing in the name of working. But the risk is that a time will come that you will even be doing everything and people might not even want to employ us. But in terms of complexities, it's taking away complex environment away from work environment. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Louisa Michael.
Okay, sir. I wanted to ask the question the first person asked because I was hearing about embedded and all of that. So I was like, is there going to be a practical class? But you've already answered.
Okay.
So that we know how to embed these things and just like the tables that you have there, the table, so that we can also know how to create ours and start the multi-training and all of that. So, but you've answered.
All right. Thank you then.
Well,
yeah. So that's it. By the time we finish, we should be able to use at least one tool to create an agent. So because all these things is through agents or through these tools that we can do the embedding, do all these things, even the APIs. We are going to, it's through that we are going to see how we are going to apply APIs from different AIs to help us use the agents we are going to be creating. Yeah. So, and yeah. So thank you everyone, and we're getting there. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll continue from